to pick up the toys to give to the children. Florida Kids Helping Kids and WOCA making Christmas a little brighter.
Merry Christmas!
All right. It is 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. In the studio, we have Gene Hotaling. He's been in the studio with us before. And in fact, he was on WOCA way back on Classroom 1370 when Tim Schmidt used to do that program over at the Cascades. Jennifer Miller is joining Gene today. And Gene is the director of the Marion County Center for the Arts, Visual Arts Program. Am I saying that right? At the Marion County Center for the Arts at Westport High School. You've got Gallery Night fundraising event happening this coming Friday, and I'm going to have you explain it. And this is from 5 till 8 p.m. it says here on my notes. And Jennifer Miller, you are an art student. Oh, and president of the art club. Well, nice to meet you. And I know, Mr. Hotaling, you are a renowned artist and art teacher in our community. You've been on. You've got that reputation preceding you, I guess.
Well, that's very nice. Very nice of you to say. Yes. This Friday from 5 to 8, we are having a sale of student artwork. We call it Gallery Night. We have live entertainment. Jennifer plays the cello, and her partner, Miss Sandoval, will be playing the violin. So we'll have live classical music. And
I love that.
It's a wonderful chance for the students to display their work, and we do have it for sale. It's what I would call a blind auction. You know, we don't auction them off from the block, but we have a bid sheet, and people put in a price that they're willing to pay, and then we share the profit with the students. Half of our proceeds go to our organization, which is the Booster Club, and then the other half goes to the students.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Have you ever? You've been doing it long enough. Maybe this question applies. Have you ever had a student, or maybe yourself when you were a younger man, had a piece of art that was sold, and then years later it surfaces, you see it in somebody's house, or somebody maybe has it on eBay or something like that? Yes,
that's definitely happened to me, and I'm sure some of my students. Oddly enough, I'm a ceramic artist. I make functional ceramic work, and I have found quite a bit of my work at flea markets.
Oh, that is cool.
People cleaning out their garage, and regrettably, one of the things they decide to get rid of is my pots. But I always buy those. I always buy them because I feel like I'm part of the system. I'm not just at the yard sale looking. I'm actually contributing to the stuff that people buy there. So
Jennifer, you are a cellist.
Yeah.
Is that? Are you also an artist in the visual sense as well?
Yeah.
You are, okay.
Yeah.
And so, what's your medium?
I like to do pretty much anything. Since I'm a student, I'm trying to learn anything and everything that I can.
Yeah.
So, but I really like marker work, first of all, and I also like painting.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Marker work. What is that?
Marker work.
Marker work. Okay.
Oh, marker. Like
I was a little bit worried. Marker work.
Yes.
Like illustrating.
Yeah.
Yes, illustrating
cartooning,
markers.
things like that.
There's a number of really good brands of markers, lots of colors. And Jennifer she has a really interesting style. She's very good at caricature and portrait work, and the political cartoons, that kind of stuff is something she's been doing recently in light of the big political.
How common is digital art nowadays? Is it being used a lot?
Yeah, I do a lot of digital art actually. It's a lot of fun to manipulate things online and everything, and then also sometimes you can draw something traditionally and then scan it in or take a picture of it and then redo it through digital work, and then you can it's really interesting to see the effect in being able to change things and manipulate things. You can select things and just make it disproportionate and everything. It's really cool.
Oh wow! I would love to see some of it. So what will be for sale at the art show that you've done?
I have 2 pieces in the gallery night at the moment. I might put some more in, but they're both traditional works. And one is a portrait of a woman, and she looks like she's trying to conversate with someone or taking things in and everything like that. And then another piece is in watercolor, and it's of some lips, and then it's someone just pushing their lip to the side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how clever.
All right.
How clever.
And do you have titles for them?
The one with the lip is titled Romance, and the other one is Communications.
Oh, nice. And how about the other students that will be contributing? How many students will be contributing?
I counted the work last night before I left the classroom. Today is the deadline to submit the work for the show on Friday, and we had about 78, well, not about, we had 78 pieces as of last night, and probably 40 artists involved. Most of the students submit more than one piece. So we're hoping for more, and it's consistent with the behavior of high school kids to wait till the last day,
Oh,
which is
sure.
today. So I'm expecting quite a bit of stuff today. So last year we had about 108 pieces in the show.
And is it all works on canvas or paper, or do you have ceramics and clay and
We
things
don't have
like
any
that?
three-dimensional work. This is just my group of kids that participate in this. We will have some photography. We will have some digital work that students have made and output digitally. But in answer to Larry's question, the digital thing, Larry, is the wave of the future. I mean, that's the way things are going. And my father, who's passed a long time ago, he thought computers, this isn't going to last. It's just going to be a flash in the pan. I'm afraid not. I mean, for us traditional artists, it's sort of like the end of an era. But I think 20 years from now, 90 to 95% of the things you see will be digital.
But what's interesting, and maybe it's two steps behind music, because music is digital, and now there's this whole movement. As a musician, we want real instruments again.
Yes,
We're like
not electronic.
The digital is a little bit okay. So now we want to go back to, maybe that'll happen with art too.
Yeah, it's very possible. I don't think it's ever going to disappear.
Yeah.
No.
But I
not.
think the facility, as Jennifer said, of working on an iPad or a little computer, and
Well-
you could do it on a plane, or you could do it anywhere you are.
And this is more to get a response from you than, because I wouldn't know, but I'm just guessing that commercial art maybe, because I'm guessing in the commercial world everybody wants things right away, so maybe digital is a little quicker. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
don't
you're
know.
absolutely right.
It's also easy to replicate because if you make something digitally, you're able to keep copying it over and over and over.
Okay,
Whereas with
okay.
traditional work, first you have to scan it in or take a picture of it, and only one person can have the tangible copy. With digital work, everyone can have the original.
Wow.
And she mentions the ease of duplication. It's also the ease of transportation and sending it to you. I design
Yeah.
a logo for you guys in Kansas, and I can send it to you, and you can have it 15 minutes after I'm finished with it.
Yeah, actually, our artwork is done by one of the owners here,
Right.
Dan Martone. I think you met
Dan.
Joe Martone.
Yes, his son. It must be
And
his son.
he's really amazing. He hasn't ever. We don't ever showcase the fact that he does that stuff, but he does.
He's a digital artist. He's
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
All right, so the sale is this coming Friday.
That's correct. It's in the front office. We'll have plenty of signage for you to find your way. Of course, there's no charge. We're serving beverages and snacks and treats. It's not a full hors d'oeuvre, but we'll have plenty of stuff for you to sort of snack on while you look at the work. And I think anyone that comes is really going to be impressed. I know I am, and I'm a high school teacher, and I'm continually amazed at the quality of the work that the students do, and how touching it is really that they are willing to donate it, because they're all at a time in their life when this stuff is very precious to them, and they don't want to give it up, but they're doing it for they're doing it for the cause, and I really appreciate that.
Will you or the other artists be making a book that is going to showcase all of the artwork that you're going to have at the sale? Since it is, mostly digital, you can zip it right in there.
Well, yes, we haven't thought of that, to be honest with you. It's not a bad idea to create a catalog. That's a good idea. We'll probably run out of time to do it this year, but this is something we're going to do every year, so we
or
could think
website
about it
or
in the future, yes.
Do you know, we had an interview with Peter Max. Do you know Peter Max?
I do, yes.
And he told us an interesting thing, and I've often wondered about, and in fact, we were able to look at the work I'm going to tell you about. He said as a young artist, he couldn't get any work anywhere, and he had all these landscapes and traditional paintings, and then one of the jobs he went to, he had his portfolio, and the guy interviewing him said, well, what is that? And he pointed to something. He said, oh, that's just something I'm doodling. That's not really... He said, well, I want to see that. And the work that Peter Max became famous for was basically that, where he would do the stars and the whatever that pop art stuff was called.
Yes, that's
He didn't really
posterized.
want to do that. He figured that was just like doodling. He figured that was beneath him.
Yeah.
But that's what they picked. Does that ever happen? I mean, have you heard about that kind of thing?
Oh, I think that kind of thing happens all the
It
time.
happens all the time. Look at Jennifer. Yeah.
The things that you spend the least time on, the things that you don't care about, is what everyone tends to like, and the things that you spend hours on, no one likes it. And I'm just like,
Oh wow, really?
Exactly.
Oh, I would love to see your work.
That's really great insight. Do you have a website for yourself that we can visit?
I
Jennifer?
do. I have one for my ceramic work. It's just
Oh, I wanna
I'll
see
be
it.
happy to give it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
It's TSIMAREC at gmail.com.
Wait, say that again? Oh, that's an
Oh, that's
email
your
address.
email address.
Oh, okay.
What's
well,
Do you have a website?
The website. I don't necessarily know the exact thing, but it's this. If you will push this word in, TSIMAREC. That's the word ceramist backwards. It will come up.
Okay. And
that in
Jennifer, do you have a
Okay.
website for your artwork?
I do. I actually use Tumblr as my website because it's really cool and efficient to use. My Tumblr is Carmiel, so it's just my middle name, C-A... Hold on, I'll write it down too. C-A-R-I... No, I'm kidding. CARMIEL.tumblr.com .TUMBLR.
Okay.
.com.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
I'm looking forward to
excellent.
it. All right, so we can go to the school this Friday from 5 till 8 and buy some student art. And let's see, and there are and the proceeds go to the school. I'm guessing.
Yeah, they go to the
art
school.
program?
Half the proceeds go to the school, and half go to the artist.
Oh well, good.
Mm-hmm.
You get some Christmas money.
You get Christmas money, and the idea is to expose the kids to the real art market, which is all about putting your work in a gallery and sharing that
Right.
sale price with the person who's representing the work and yourself. So.
Westport has a reputation of being a creative school. It seems like you
Yes,
got a lot
it's our arts magnet for Marion
Is it
County.
really? I didn't know
is.
that.
Yes, oh, absolutely. We have our program, the MECA program, which is the Marion County Center of the Arts. The kids audition and apply. They have to have a specific grade point average and good behavior. They have to show competence in whatever they're applying to. Of course, we have 13 fine arts teachers. We have a drama program and a choir. We have a man who teaches only guitar. We have another teacher who teaches only keyboarding and rock band. We also have a full-fledged high school band, a marching band, a dance program,
And orchestra.
and orchestra. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer is in the orchestra program as well. And of course, our art department, we have 4 teachers. We have a photography teacher, Judy Worley. We have a ceramics teacher, my colleague, Greg Smith. And we have Jennifer Moore, who's teaching our introductory courses. And I teach drawing and painting.
Guys are awesome.
When you do a show like this, maybe parents will bring their young children that are in elementary or middle school, and you yourself, Jennifer, might be able to be a mentor to them, answer their questions and things like that.
Go from student to teacher just like that.
Yeah.
You know what we saw the other day? I wanted to tell you this. We saw the video, and it was this man and woman. I don't know if they were married or not. And he played the cello, and she played a ukulele, and she was a singer also. And they did a song from Hamilton.
Oh, neat.
It was so pretty. I don't know anything from Hamilton. Are you guys familiar with Hamilton?
I love it.
I know of it. But I gathered Jennifer.
Oh, you love it?
Yeah,
It's so okay. So us older people, we're late on the game for this one, right? But it was such a pretty song. I don't remember what it was called, but it was just so pretty. Made me want to know more about the music from that show. So
Neat.
well, thank you for coming in, Jennifer Miller. Thank you. You are such a vibrant personality, and you have a great teacher sitting right next to you, Jean Hotaling. You are amazing. You've got a reputation you probably don't even know about. Thank you for doing what you do and for coming in here to share it with us this morning.
All right. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
All right, we will take a little break, and we will be right back and do the news. We'll be right back.
All right.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Tuesday, a lot of clouds, breezy, warm and humid with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm crossing the area into this evening. High today 80 to 84 and mostly